Hello guys, welcome to another video. Like always, the link to the original post will be in the description, and the link to my server, Discord server, will also be in the description. So if you want, come and join me on Discord. Yeah, that being said, let's get into the video. Naruto, Rebirth of the Yellow Flash. For Prologue fourth exam. Izan was sitting near the opening of the cave. He had been for quite a while. As soon as Naruto left half an hour ago, Izan had taken to sitting outside and waiting. However, his waiting was short-lived when Naruto appeared in a flash with a Kumoko no Ichi. Samui didn't feel so good, no, that was putting it lightly. She felt she had been hit by one of Tsunade's high-powered punches. As soon as they appeared, she went on her knees and puked. Naruto stood behind her, waiting with an apologetic look on his face as he softly rubbed her back, trying to ease her discomfort. What what the hell was that? Samui whistled in between pants as she tried to gain some of the feeling in her body. What you just experienced was the flying thunder god. Naruto sagely answered, "How the hell can you use it so frequently if that is what happens for you just one jump?" Izan explained as he pointed towards a huffing and pale Samui. "I have seals on my body that makes my walking feel similar to swimming in just I have seals on my bodies that makes my walking feel similar to swimming up against a waterfall. My body is much steadier than it looks." Naruto answered, not stopping his staring on Samui for even a second. "It makes no sense. So what are you going to do?" asked Izan. "Wait the 10 days out before the last test. Since we are safe and unattackable, it should be a breeze," Naruto said as he stood up and as he lifted Samui up in a princess carrier. He made sure not to make her feel any more uncomfortable as he carried her into the cave with Izan following closely. Time skip 10 days. It had been 10 days, and the candidates had further further thinned. Now the total of Jonin hopefully that remained were 12, with 4 from Konoha, 4 from Kumo, and 4 from Iwa, 1 from Suna, and 1 from Kiri. All of the remaining were worn out. Hopefully stood in front of his smirking Darui, who said, "Congratulations to all of you for passing the third test of our zoning exams. Now I will explain to you the the names of the fourth and final test." He then stopped for a few moments, looking around to see if there were any questions from the candidates in front of him. When none came, he cleared his throat and continued. "The fourth and final test will be a recap of the third exam of the Chunin exams. It will be like a tournament where you will face each other. Any questions?" Daru asked. "Just one. Will there be a preliminary round like the last time around?" asked Naruto. "No. Since the number of candidates we have is within the minimum requirements, there will be no need for any preliminary round," Darui replied. "When does this tournament begin?" Katsuchi asked as she stood next to the other Yuan. "In 2 months' time," Darui asked in a cynical tone. "May we know why it takes so long time?" The Kiri Ninja Chojiro asked. "Yes, you may. The Jonin exams are on a whole other horizon when compared to the Chunin exams. The raw power attributed during a battle can also destroy an ordinary stadium, so we need the 2 months to create an idea of fighting a real. Does that satisfy your curiosity?" asked Darui. The only question he received was nods from the young ninja in front of him. He then finished as he said, "Well, That was that all of you may leave the venue, and the fourth at the time of the fourth exam will be delivered to you 1 week before the exam. Use the time to prepare well. The young ninja nodded before they one by one disappeared. Naruto, however, just grabbed hold of Samui before he flashed away to her apartment. He very keen to getting some rest, very keen to getting some rest at the apartment. I will never get used to that. Samui gruntly with a laugh as the blonde couple landed into her apartment. I'm sorry about that, Naruto said as he took Samui into his arms with lightly kissing her on the lips. Samui in response wrapped her arms around his neck and kissed him back. The bromance makes out series was stopped when Naruto said, "Well, I'm going to get a shower after which I will cook something for us." Samui nodded as she watched Naruto head towards the shower. A few minutes later, she got an idea and gave a small smirk before she started stripping off her own clothes and then following after Naruto into the shower. She slowly opened the door and saw Naruto standing under the shower with his back turned. She gasped softly after seeing the scars on his back. Naruto heard the gasp but didn't turn around and kept on looking ahead. He knew that one day he would have to reveal his scars to Samui, so why not now instead of the future? Soon after, he felt two soft and large moons passing against his large mountain pressing against his back as a warm and soft body wrapped itself around him. Samui then quietly rapped, "What happened to you? These scars were the result of me being the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi soul. The people of Konoha saw me as the demonic reincarnate and taught me when I was a kid. The Sandeme did protect me well after the last session, but the scars never really faded." Naruto answered in a soft voice, "Why didn't you tell me?" Samui asked. "I was scared. You are the best thing to ever happen to me. I didn't want to lose you. I was afraid that you'd leave me if you knew that what I contained." He softly replied, "Would never hate you. I have a sense as a Jinchuriki. I know that they are not what they contain." Samui answered with a whisper as she cried into his back. Despite it dripped over the water from the shower, Naruto was able to feel the tears on his back. He then turned around before pulling the crying girl into his arms. He softly smiled as he held her lightly, rocking to make her calm down. Why do you not cry or even rant about those scars? You didn't deserve them," she said while sobbing. Hey, those moments and scars happened to me to be a man I am today. Being this way brought me to you. I, for one, wouldn't change anything because I got the best thing possible for it in change. And that's you," Naruto said as he lightly kissed the top of her head. Samui giggled in between her tears, causing her to give out a funny sound. "Baka, look at what you did. You made me sound like a pig." "Well, I may be a baka, but I am your baka," Naruto said as he wiped away her tears and kissed her on the lips. He then pulled her into his chest and lightly held on her. Samui, in response, wrapped her arms around him, not wanting to let him go. Small lime. Naruto then said, "By the way, Yu-chan, why did you come in here?" Naruto asked in a playful voice. I wanted to shower with you." Samui replied with a blush as he felt Naruto against her. Yeah, I'm gonna, um, um, yeah, that's all. And the next is, not good, not good. YouTube somehow will kick me out of the site, so I'm not gonna be reading those parts. And if you want, just go on the link to the post will be in the description. Just go and read it for yourself, because I cannot read that thing out on this platform at least if I wanna stay here. So yeah, I would have dropped the story, but the story is almost ended. There are only 2 or 3 parts left, so I'm just gonna finish this and never look back onto this. Yeah, but yeah, that's all for this one. If you want to be notified for other parts and other fan fiction reading, then the best way is subscribing. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.